Welcome to the SEO.co Search Engine Optimization Podcast. Digital marketing essentials and next level tactics. From offsite and on-site optimization to persuasive selling and everything in between. You'll learn actionable tips on what it takes to outright and outrank your competition.
How to score a perfect 100 on Google PageSpeed Insights. Optimized websites score well across hundreds of Google ranking factors. As a result, they rank higher and always have a competitive advantage. One factor that Google utilizes to determine website rankings is the website's loading time. Websites that have longer loading times receive weaker rankings than equivalent websites that load quickly. Google offers Google's PageSpeed Insights as an online tool that webpage admins can use to learn how Google determines their website's loading speeds. Users enter the target URL, and Google generates a report that displays an optimization percentage and specific suggestions that can improve the website's loading time. The closer to 100% a website earns, the more likely that Google will favor the website in search result rankings. Websites that appear on the first page of search results receive far more web traffic than search results on subsequent pages. Since Google factors loading times into their search rankings, focusing on lightweight, quick-loading web pages will increase the chances of a web page landing on the first page of search results. Sites that consistently appear on the first page of search results had common characteristics: rapid loading times, high levels of optimizations, low instances of viewers leaving the website before it finished loading. Impatient users may leave a website that does not load within 400 milliseconds. And 1 in 4 users will abandon a website that does not load within 4 seconds, with 46% of users refusing to revisit a website that they consider slow loading. According to recent reports from Google, most business websites have average load times ranging from 7.9 seconds to 11.3 seconds. This leaves a critical opening for competitors that can optimize their websites and divert potential customers to their websites with superior performance. Determining how Google measures your website's loading speed. Google provides online tools that specify how it measures a website's performance. This is a valuable service for two reasons. It gives you direct insight into how Google will treat your website's ranking. It provides a level playing field that nullifies problems that arise when multiple users have varying internet speeds and hardware power. 1. Copy and paste or manually type your website's URL into the Google PageSpeed Insights tool. 2. Click Analyze to have Google run a quick test on your site. 3. The report that Google generates will give a percentage indicating the optimization level. When the percentage is not 100%, Google will specify which parts of the website must be optimized to reach 100%. Reaching 100% might not always be possible, but it should be your goal so your website remains competitive with similarly themed websites. Be sure to test how the mobile version of your website performs as well. Rarely will a website appear the same way on a mobile device and a desktop or laptop device, so scanning each format is vital to reaching 100% optimization. 1. Input your website URL at Test My Site and hit Enter. 2. The generated report will identify issues that need improvement for a more efficient mobile site. How to achieve 100% optimization. Reaching 100% optimization will not be easy. However, the improved Google rankings and the increased revenue will make the effort worthwhile. Conversely, settling for a lower percentage will give an opening to a competitor that reaches for, or achieves, a score of 100%. 1. Reduce the data size of your website's images. Compressing images can reduce their sizes by up to 50%, and many common tools, and free in many cases, can reduce image sizes without sacrificing the image's quality. For the novice, we recommend WP Smush image compression and optimization. WP Smush is free to use, and it has many appealing features that can make image size reduction simple and swift. Automatic detection of images that are candidates for reduction. Automatic reduction of images upon uploading. Bulk uploading of images. Reduction of up to 50 files at a time. Crush Pix is an alternate tool for Shopify users. Compress JPEG and Optimizilla are two of several free online tools that perform image reduction services. As a last resort, Windows users with limited resources can open Microsoft Paint and use the resize functionality to reduce image sizes by percentages. In addition to shrinking images, knowing which image file format is most appropriate for its purpose can mean the difference between kilobytes and megabytes. When adding images to your website, consider the following rules of thumb. Use GIF files for small images such as logos and enhanced elements such as buttons and bulleted lists. Use JPG files for images requiring multiple colors or a photograph-like appearance. Use PNG files for images that require transparency. HTML coders should note that scaling down an image by defining height and width variables in the img tag does not change the image's size. Scaling down images will also trigger warnings pertaining to HTML minification, which will be covered in the third optimization task. 2. Understand how requests and caching work, then apply those principles to boost loading speeds. The web browser sends multiple requests to the website's host, querying about and verifying every single element on the web page. This can lead to double-digit second loading times, especially when the destination page has significant multimedia files such as images and audio files. Browser caching stores local copies of elements such as text and images, preventing having to reload said elements when there is no change between the cached version and the current version on the website. Only elements that have changed will need to be reloaded. Fewer requests means less communication between the client and server, which directly leads to shorter loading times. WordPress developers should download the W3 Total Cache app. The tool also helps you minify HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. WordPress users can reduce load times further by disabling or reducing websites' revision histories. The more stored revisions the server has, the more loading time the site will take to display. Unless you have a compelling reason to maintain an extensive revision history, cut the number of stored revisions to the bone, or consider storing revisions on an offline or off-site location. If you have control over the web host, check the expires header. The less frequently your web page is updated, the lower the expires value should be. If you can set your expires value to 1 year or longer, you can reduce the amount of fetching that returning users' web browsers will perform. In addition to utilizing browser caching, reducing the number of redirects on your website can reduce loading times as well.
Thank you for joining us on the SEO.co podcast. We appreciate your time. Be sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit SEO.co for more resources based on today's topic, as well as access to more podcast episodes to help you improve your site's long-term SEO success.